Hello, my name is Terry Lovett. I'm an emeritus professor at the University of Newcastle in Australia and the editor-in-chief of the Bonhoeffer Legacy, an international journal. I'm here launching the 11th issue of this journal. It's the first special issue that we've put out, and it's titled Bonhoeffer and Islam. I'll speak a little bit about that in a moment, but first a word or two about the journal itself. The first issue of the journal was in 2013. Its initial subtitle was an Australasian journal because its main aim was to provide an outlet for a growing interest, a growing scholarship around Bonhoeffer in Australia and New Zealand. But 2 years ago, we changed the subtitle to an international journal because of a growing interest in the journal from the international community, including from some of the top Bonhoeffer scholars in the world. Manuscripts coming from the United Kingdom, the United States, Europe, and a number of other countries. We came to realise then, if we didn't know initially, that this is the world's only dedicated journal to Bonhoeffer studies. Although the focus is very much on Bonhoeffer's theology, the range of articles is fittingly broad and varied, as is Bonhoeffer theology generally. Some articles have focused very much on aspects of Bonhoeffer texts, others on themes within Bonhoeffer theology, and others on making applications of Bonhoeffer's thinking to a range of contemporary events. I think we could say in the issue I'm launching here, there's a little bit of each of these types. A focus on Bonhoeffer and Islam is especially important, we feel, because Bonhoeffer's name's been taken in vain, we might say, used by some to employ his thinking, his theology, we believe in a fairly skewed way, to serve their own anti-Muslim sentiments. This is unhelpful to Islam, it's unhelpful to scholarship, and indeed, one might say it's very unfair to the man himself. What little Bonhoeffer actually had to say about Islam was essentially quite positive, indeed very positive in part. More important, however, are the things we believe he likely would have said had he been alive today and faced with the challenges that Islam presents. Most Western commentary, let's face it, including from our politicians, our media, and sometimes from our theologians, is fairly uninformed about Islam, if indeed not quite hysterical. So the cautious and heartfelt way in which Bonhoeffer crafted his theological reflections can only help to slow down some of the hysteria, provide some of the much needed information, a deeper understanding of the tradition of Islam, both for its beauty as well as for its undoubted challenges. I commend this issue to you, be you a Bonhoeffer scholar, a theologian in general, someone interested in Islam, or merely someone wanting to understand a little bit more about Bonhoeffer or Islam, or indeed the two in conversation with each other.